Today we have the latest news on Malaysia Flight 370 and a controversial text message that was sent to family members of those on board.
A brave teen shows us that anything is possible.
And reporter Donald Woods tells us about a scary new phone scam that has already affected thousands.
Don't touch that mouse. Studio G starts right now. Good afternoon, I'm Kyle King.
And I'm Daphne Barreto.
We start with breaking news this afternoon. The list of victims in the Washington landslide is growing and hopes for survivors are diminishing. The death toll is now 14, while 176 others are missing or unaccounted for. Officials say that they believe the number of those unaccounted for might be smaller due to duplicate names.
Moving on to another story capturing headlines, Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak said yesterday in Beijing that a new analysis of satellite data by a British satellite provider, Inmarsat, has shown that the Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 did in fact go down somewhere over the southern Indian Ocean. Although he did not go into a detailed description of the data analysis, he did make it clear that the plane's last position was in a remote area, far from any possible landing sites. The family members of the missing passengers learned via text message that all lives traveling on Flight 370 were lost. The message from Malaysia Airlines read, "Malaysia Airlines deeply regrets that we have to assume beyond any reasonable doubt that the MH370 has been lost and that none of those on board survived. As you will hear in the next hour from Malaysia's Prime Minister, we must now accept all evidence suggests the plane went down in the southern Indian Ocean." After the text message was sent out, the Prime Minister addressed the feelings of the family members involved.
Malaysia Airlines have already spoken to the families of the passengers and crew to inform them of this development. For them, the past few weeks have been heartbreaking. I know this news must be harder still.
Reporters could hear wailing from the family members at the conference, and others were reported to have been wheeled from the conference room on stretchers. A reporter's camera lens was also smashed by relatives. The flight has been missing since March 8th with 239 people aboard, and the reasons for the plane's disappearance is still a mystery.
Moving on to some lighter local news, there's more to Vegas than the glitz and glam on the Strip. Downtown Las Vegas is quickly becoming a cultural community showcasing art and culture over the weekend. The community-based LifeQ project was burned to the ground and brought many people together from all over the city.
We're down here as ministers of the gospel, and we're telling people about Jesus Christ, and so that's part of why we're down here, besides painting.
LifeQ project creator Scott Cohen created the project to get people to write down their hopes and dreams as they will be burned into the universe.
Your wishes are going to go up into the universe, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Is full of cultural events, so make sure to check them out.
A Henderson athlete is sprinting her way through high school, but her inspirational journey has caught the eye of many on and off the track. Reporter Elena Ledbetter had the opportunity to meet with her and share her story.
On your marks, get set, go. Stacy Hall, an avid track runner at Green Valley High School, looks healthy now, but during her sophomore year, she underwent life-changing surgery.
Telling a girl that you may never do the thing that you love the most again, there's always that thing in the back of your mind. Although, I mean, everybody's always told me that, there's such a slim chance, but there's still a chance.
Stacy had scoliosis, a curvature in the back. As she grew, her lungs and breathing were constricted due to her unbalanced shape. A surgery needed to happen.
Opening your child's back clear up from basically her neck to her, almost her waistline is a huge deal. And a 7-hour surgery was even more frightening.
Stacy's surgery was a success. For 2 months, she was told not to run, but she was pounding the pavement just a month later.
I had to teach myself to run in a straight line again, and I kick myself whenever I run every time because I'm so used to being off balance.
Stacy did not want her teammates, coaches, friends, or family to take it easy on her during her recovery.
Stacy has as much will and wants to perform her best as badly as anybody I've ever met.
Since Stacy's surgery, the curvature in her back is no longer there. Before, her back looked like the letter S, but now it looks like this one with 2 rods on each side of her spine. But having perfect posture comes with a cost. Something as simple as bending down and grabbing a water bottle is no longer an option for her. Stacy's ranked 9th in the state for the 3-mile run, and her journey has impacted so many people around her.
As it teaches people that even if you have something that you need to get fixed, it's not going to destroy you. You can come back even stronger than you were before.
Stronger and more confident than before, she hopes that her story can influence and inspire anyone with or without scoliosis.
If my story can help one person, then my job here is complete.
Reporting for Studio G, I'm Elena Ledbetter.
Stacy will graduate in June and hopes to continue running track in college. She wants to return to the East Coast and pursue a degree in sports medicine.
Wow, that is a very, very inspirational story.
It really is. It kind of motivates you, to do the impossible.
Definitely. It shows that if you have a strong heart, anything can be possible.
Anything.
The weather is warming up in Las Vegas, but up north, they haven't been so lucky. After the break, Christina Davies will update us on our local and national weather.
Stay with us.
The name of my show is The Revolution, where you get your fix. What I do is I motivate individuals, and I play local artist music, and I get people connected to events on campus and in the community. Social revolution that's happening. We want to be able to be a catalyst for that and motivate people. This is Don Conquer, The Revolution, KUMV, HD2, 91.5 The Rebel.
Participation in Greek fraternity and sorority life at UNLV can provide an experience like no other, with benefits including supportive friends, leadership and career opportunities, and community service.
Greek life at UNLV is really great because it's a good way to network and meet new people from all over the place.
We got academics and we're all about that culture. So we encompass everything all around, and we're out here and we're trying to better ourselves and try to make it better, and let's just make it all better all together.
Welcome back from the break. So right now we're at 75 degrees, sunny with slight winds at 5 miles per hour. In the valley right now, we have Aliante at 76, Sunrise Mountain 75, Henderson 73, and Summerlin at 76 degrees. Your breakdown for today at 3 p.m. will be at 83 degrees with winds 5 to 8 miles per hour. 6 p.m., 85, clear skies, and winds will pick up a little bit, 10 to 15. And then tonight at 9 p.m. we will have mostly clear skies and we'll drop down to 75 degrees, and our winds will pick up to 20 to 25 mile per hour winds. Mount Charleston will have a high of 63, a low of 33 with winds 11 to 20 miles per hour. Lake Mead will have a high of 86 and a low of 67 with winds 5 to 8 miles per hour. So we do have a wind advisory in the Las Vegas Valley area from 5 p.m. till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we can expect the winds to still be strong. And for everyone with allergies out there, it is very high for the mulberry, ash, and juniper. However, on Friday, it will die down for you. So glad for that. All right, so we have this high pressure system making its way out. This low pressure right here that will be dropping rain on Washington, making it harder for their search efforts in that landslide. And then this cold front is what's going to bring us those windy conditions. The rest of our week, we can expect it to be windy on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday will dip down to 73 degrees. Saturday will go back up to 80, and on Sunday through Tuesday, we should have sunny skies. But while we're having those beautiful sunny days, check out what's happening in Gold Valley, Minnesota. They are experiencing their spring snow showers. So while we're having this beautiful sunny weather in the 80s, they will have a high of 30 degrees today, and by tomorrow they should reach 40. So now we'll send it over to Donald Woods with this Tuesday's Science and Technology News.
Thanks, Christina. Twitter is one of the many social media engines used to connect with people and share ideas, but recently a war has been waged on Twitter, and the Prime Minister of Turkey is leading the campaign. This footage is of a rally in Turkey. The Turkish Prime Minister says he wants to eradicate Twitter. Turkish users of Twitter are still finding ways to get the message out. A lot of hashtags are growing related to the cause, and Twitter is even offering users a workaround after the government partially blocked the social media website. We've all had those awkward moments where we keep running into people we'd rather avoid and not see. It's hard for us to tell whether those people are in our vicinity, but an app has been created to help you avoid those encounters. The app is called Cloak. It is free on iPhones. The app pulls location information from Foursquare and Instagram. Using the info, it helps prevent those awkward encounters. Users can set up notifications for people they'd like to avoid, for example, ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, and even co-workers, and the app even has the option to avoid everyone in your social network. Now, for you Gmail users out there, Google announced that it has anteed up their security in an effort to make mass surveillance of your email nearly impossible. Google has secured how to connect to its servers. Now Gmail is strictly using a security protocol encrypted on your email on its entire journey. The move is in response to disclosures about government surveillance. If you get a call from someone claiming to be with the IRS, be on alert because federal authorities are reporting the largest nationwide phone scam ever. Officials say the calls involve an IRS imposter who will tell you owe taxes that must be paid with a prepaid debit card or wire transfer. Authorities say the scammers threaten arrest, deportation, or loss of business or driver's license for those who don't pay up. According to the Inspector General, real IRS officials typically reach out by mail first rather than phone and don't demand immediate payment by debit card, credit card, or wire transfer. The IRS has asked anyone who has received one of those phony calls to report it. They say they've gotten more than 20,000 reports. That's all the science and technology news I have for this Tuesday. I'm Donald Woods. Now we'll send it back to the desk for more news.
Thanks, Donald. UNLV athletes showcased their moves on a new stage. Reporter Adara DePaulis tells us more.
Last night, UNLV held its second annual Student Athlete Talent Show, where teams had the chance to let loose and show off their dance moves. The competition was tough, but the women's swimming and diving team rose to the top, taking first place.
Yeah, we were actually really surprised, just because we have no idea what we look like out there, since we're all kind of, whenever we're performing, we couldn't see anything. We didn't expect to win at all. We just wanted to have fun and make people laugh. So yeah, it was a good surprise though.
For the men's soccer team, coming in second place wasn't ideal, but they kept a positive attitude.
A little disappointed, but there's always next year.
The night was full of laughter and cheers, leaving SAC Vice President Stephanie Valentino excited about this year's outcome.
I think it was good. This is our second year doing the talent show. Last year was kind of a trial run, so I think this year we kind of got it under control and we had a great shot.
The talent show was one of a kind for UNLV athletes and their families. For Studio G, I'm Adara DePaulis.
Next year's talent show won't be one to miss.
Some of you might enjoy getting the clutter out of your homes during spring cleaning, but what about the clutter in your digital life? With busy and on-the-go lives, it's easy for apps to collect on a tablet, emails to endlessly pile up in an inbox, and for data to drain a smartphone. However, digitally hoarding is not only annoying, but dangerous. It can sometimes leave personal data exposed and vulnerable. Passwords are a good place to start cleaning. Many users have the same password for multiple sites. Others have short and simple combinations. However, these aren't the best options to stay safe online.
have to have a strong password, and that means 8 characters that include things like punctuation and capitalization and numbers. And of course, nobody can remember all those passwords. So you can use a password vault to be able to keep them safely and securely, whether that's on your computer, your smartphone, or your tablet.
Emails and apps have proven to be the 2 big sources of the digital clutter. Be sure to unsubscribe from newsletters, daily deals, and other junk emails. You can also organize them into different folders. Apps that haven't been used can cause underlying problems.
It's not just them running in the background locally, they're also requesting information. They may be looking for your location so that they can provide nearby information contextually. So yes, they definitely can have a significant drain on your battery, and if you're not using them, why have them on your system at all?
If you have any old phones lying around, be sure to stop by a nearby electronics store to make use of their used electronic recycling bins to finish off your spring digital cleaning. Wow, yeah, that sounds like a serious story right there. It's a good thing with my passwords on my social network. I make sure that everything is secure. You keep all the passwords very complex and not simple. So
yeah, but I always forget my passwords for everything. That's why if I make it complicated, I always forget. So that's the problem with me.
Oh, wow, okay.
Well, after the break, Kelby Weiler is sitting down with Noah Robotham, who was recently named Nevada's Gatorade Player of the Year.
And later, reporter Alvin Lloyd gives us a scoop on 2 young girls and their journey to success. Stay with us.
The Miles Low Midweek Show. I specialize in underground local hip-hop music as well as your top hits. In the first hour, we play your top hits. Second hour, other local legends that you guys may have never heard of. What I want my listeners to realize is that there's more good music than what you hear on the radio. Just diversify your ears a little bit. I love it with all my heart. It's your boy Miles Low from the Miles Low Midweek Show. You can check my show out from therebelhd2.com.
I'm Christian FGY.
Kaylin Hype. And I'm Jay Luna. And we're Ill Vibe here. It's an underground hip-hop show here at UNLV where we focus on making the hip-hop culture in the Las Vegas Valley more prevalent and just making people more aware of up-and-coming underground hip-hop artists.
Basically, we play what we like. It's really as simple as that. Most of the stuff we like are our hits, so it's both.
On KUNV HD2, Las Vegas.
NSPCA, where no animal has an expiration date.
Welcome back from the break. Today in the studio we have Noah Robotham, a senior point guard for Bishop Gorman High School. Noah recently received the Nevada State Gatorade Player of the Year award given to the most outstanding high school talents around the country. Congratulations on the honor and thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
So I just wanted to start with a few of your facts. You averaged 16 points per game with nearly an 80% from the free throw line. You were also the 2014 Las Vegas Review-Journal Player of the Year, and you led Bishop Gorman in scoring, assists, and steals. Yet I've read part of what makes you such a great leader is your selflessness on the court. So tell me how at 6 foot you're able to make such a big impact on your team.
I just try to be a leader out there and basically just want to be an extension of the coach. I mean, I'm not the most athletic, not the fastest, but I just try doing the simple things that, kind of make the team go, and I'm always there for my teammates and just be there for my coaches when they need me to lead.
And it sounds like you're able to stay humble with all those facts as well. So I wanted to read a quote I have from the head coach of Centennial. He said that you're the player who makes Bishop Gorman go. You lead them, you quietly get 20 points while getting the whole team involved. And what I thought was really special is he said, when he's on the floor, Gorman is a different team. How much does that mean to you, and how instrumental have coaches been in your success?
Well, it means a lot to me, especially because that's an opposing coach. And for him to say such kind things about me definitely makes me feel honored and
I'm excited that he would have such nice things to say. But like I said, it kind of goes with my coaches. They instill confidence in me and help me out. I mean, the award was great and everything, but I realized that it was my coaches, my teammates, Bishop Gorman community, my parents, and just people supporting me kind of gave me that extra lift to win this award. So.
And when did you start playing?
I started playing ever since I could grab a basketball, so probably around 3-4 years old, and kind of just been playing ever since.
And always in Las Vegas?
Yes, always in Las Vegas.
Okay, and does your family play as well?
Well, my brother plays at the University of Alberta in Canada, and he's kind of been the mentor along with my parents, but mostly with him because we can relate, and whenever I have a problem, I definitely know that he's already went through that, so he always gives me great advice and kind of just keeps me level-headed and just keeps me just pushing, especially when things get tough.
So what would you say is the driving force behind all of your success?
Just definitely my support system. My family, without a doubt, they keep me level-headed and they're always there for me. And kind of at Bishop Gorman, the community is great. They push you. It's very competitive, and my friends have always been there for me, my coaches, my teammates. But it's kind of been a joint effort, and the whole, like I said, the whole community is there for me. So it's a good feeling, and it makes me want to be a better player.
So a little bit about the award. How does it feel to receive such a prestigious honor?
I'm very excited, and I'm very honored, but I do realize that it wasn't just me. I know my name's on the plaque and on the banner, but I also realize that my coaches helped me get that award. The opposing players helped me get the award to push myself, and especially my teammates, because they push me every day in practice to become a better player. And I wish the whole team could get the award because I know they really helped me out.
Yeah. And where were you when you found out?
I was actually at home. I figured out probably about 6:30 in the morning. I was sleeping and I woke up to a tweet from one of my teammates who said congratulations, and I was very excited. I remember I got up and ran to my parents' room and told them that I won the award, so it was a great feeling.
Did you sort of know that you were in the run for the award? Like, is it talked about around the community, or was it a total surprise?
I mean, I kind of had a good idea. I kind of talked to my Coach Rice about it, and he told me that I was up for the running. But mostly, I was kind of nervous because I won the Las Vegas Review-Journal Player of the Year, so I wasn't sure if they're actually going to give me the award. I thought maybe they'd split it with another player, but I'm excited that I won it, and there are definitely other people that deserve to win it, but I'm glad it went the way it did.
Yeah, that's amazing. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for sharing your story with us and coming in. And we look forward to seeing what you're going to do next year in college, even though you're still undecided. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.
We are volunteers of Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada.
Your community's farmers market. Welcoming, lively, friendly. A place where neighbors and friends come together to celebrate their community. With over 50 vendors, organic, sustainable, fresh produce are available just for you. Support and buy local at Fresh 52.
Welcome back. While many teenagers worry about their social lives and Facebook, two young girls are focused on something many their age don't think about, their future. Reporter Alvin Loy gives us the story.
I've been up since like 6 in the morning and it's a Saturday, so that takes commitment. So I just feel like it's made me a better person and more avid about following my dreams.
I really want to do 3D animation. I would love just to make my own film, and I have a lot of like short stories, so maybe short films and stuff. I just think that would be so fun.
Gabriella hobbies include working on claymation.
And I also do claymation, which is kind of like stop motion animation. It's pretty much called the same thing, but it's making movies out of clay, pretty much. So I take a character and you move it a little bit, take a picture. Move it a little bit, take a picture. And then you put all the pictures together and it makes a movie.
I used to tape myself like acting in roles that I would make up. I was that person who was never shy of a camera. I've always like had that special like thing where I knew what I wanted to be.
And then I like art and stuff because it shows what I'm thinking about and it shows the pictures in my mind on paper form so people could see them.
They both expressed their gratitude to working at Clubhouse News as the anchors relaying news aimed specifically at kids.
Like all these experiences in my life have helped me really find my dreams and what my goals are for the future.
It's just made me so much more aware and more observant to everything in the world around me, and I really appreciate Clubhouse News for giving me an opportunity like this.
Even though she's the youngest member of the team, Chloe displays an older mentality.
I always was the one who took the mature route, I guess. So maybe I've always been a little kind of molding of an adult in a kid's body. People say I'm like an old soul because, you know, I stress over everything a normal person wouldn't.
For Gabriella, each day brings a new experience.
So I come here and I want to meet new friends because all of these people's lives are completely different and I just love hearing their stories.
For Studio G, I'm Alvin Loy.
Gabriella plans to attend college in the fall while Chloe will be continuing her high school education. Best of luck to both girls.
After undergoing a 26-year battle with eczema and a fungus called Candida, restaurant owner Stacy Dugan was able to cure herself by consuming only fresh plant-based foods. Now she has opened up a restaurant in downtown's Container Park. Reporter Victoria Jane gives us the scoop.
From Atlanta to Las Vegas, Chef Stacy Douglas brings Simply Pure Vegan Cafe to Las Vegas. Simply Pure by Chef Stacy Duggan Gourmet Vegan Cafe in downtown Las Vegas welcomes a vegan gourmet cafe. Having a background in the music industry, Chef Stacy transitioned into investing in her own first raw vegan restaurant and explains how she got started.
I had to go in and actually work and figure out how to make food. And so that's actually how I got started. I invested in my first vegan raw restaurant in Atlanta, and I ended up working in the investment and figuring it out. I don't have a culinary background. My background is actually in music and entertainment.
Simply Pure is one of the 8 restaurants in downtown Las Vegas, and eating vegan can be more beneficial than you think. From personal experience, Chef Stacy explains why.
The benefits that the vegan diet had on myself, then I started to want to learn more about it and teach it to other people. And so the transition wasn't hard. The body's an amazing machine, but I don't think that it runs to full capacity unless you take care of it and you're putting the proper things inside the body.
Simply Pure offers a variety of vegan meals, raw vegan nachos, raw vegan salad bar, and many more.
Popular dish by far the raw vegan nachos. So what they are, and I say raw because we don't have anything to cook with here. If you look in our kitchen, we don't have a stove, we don't have an oven, we don't have a fryer. So everything is made by hand. We are chopping a lot of things, food processing.
Chef Stacy Duggan is now offering student discounts with Rebel ID. I'm Victoria Janae with Studio G.
Chef Stacy has been featured on Chicago's NBC's morning news program as an expert gourmet vegan chef. Wow, that's a wonderful story right there. It just shows that she's not only does she help herself out, but she wants to give back to the community.
That's true. Well, that's all the news we have for you today.
I'm Kyle King.
And I'm Daphne Brito. We'll see you tomorrow for another edition of Studio G.